what can you say, but it's Florida. Be too dang hot all day, and rain dumping down on you like there's no tomorrow. Another reason for me to not like Florida. I decided I couldn't do it. I couldn't live here. I could not live here in any way, shape, or form. Well, hello to those who have come in. Christina, how you doing? Sorry, I can't read the names. It's a little too small for me to see on the screen. Plus, I have to concentrate on driving. So we are on, oh, there's a little lightning for you. Excuse me. So we are done with our delivery here in Belle Glade, Florida. We are now on State Route 700. Connors Highway. We are heading towards Lake Okeechobee, which we'll ride next to for a little bit. Like I said, we made our delivery of 3 tractors. John Deere 6155M tractors. We brought them out of the port in Brunswick, Georgia. And we are going back to get 3 more. That's over 300, like 360 miles away. We are not making it today. I do not have the drive time to do that, or the hours on my clock to do that. But we are getting back up here. We're going to get up onto I-95 again, take that north up to Fort Pierce, Florida, a little bit north of Port St. Lucie. We're going to stop at the Flying J up there on Lake Okeechobee Road, where we will spend the night. Had a little bit of delay because of a road closure, which is adding about 20 miles to my trip to get back up to Fort Pierce. Which is not exactly what I wanted, but you know, the distance between Brunswick and Belle Glade, it's just a little bit too far in order to do in one day. Robert Simmons. Message. Oh, okay, it just came through. I'm sorry. I keep the volume down on that thing. Okay, yeah, I did. Sorry, I would have answered if I had heard the tone there. I am empty. I am heading back to Belle Glade, to Brunswick, unless you have something else in mind. Alrighty. Hiawatha, Hialeah Gardens, okay. Hialeah Gardens down near Miami, yep. right. Hey, not a problem, not a problem. Oh, that's a small one. Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, I knew that was going to be an issue. So, okay, that works. I do appreciate it, sir. Thank you. Okay. Oh, so you have a reload out of Louisiana as well. Oh, okay. Oh, you mean to Louisiana. Okay. Sorry. All right. Okay, give me to Louisiana. Okay. All right, not a problem. Yeah, I told him I'd be back to pick up the other 3 up there in Brunswick, and I told the people here at Belle Glade I'll be back as soon as possible with 3 more. So everybody's in the loop. All right, thanks, sir. Do appreciate it. All right, sir. I'm going. Bye. Okay, well, Rhonda Tolliver, the lucky one. How you doing, ma'am? Glad to have you here. I was just on the phone with my driver manager / dispatcher. That's how it works with this company. All right, so I'm getting the information for this next load of 3 tractors, which we're going back up to Brunswick, Georgia, just a little bit north of the state line with Florida. Go to the port there, where a lot of vehicles come in through that port. It's primarily a vehicle port. So we are going to go up there, pick 3 more of the same tractors up, and we're taking these right back down here to Belle Glade, Florida. So we are currently on Connors Highway, you know, where are we at? I don't even know what they'd actually consider this area here. Well, they still consider this Belle Glade, Pahokee, Canal Point. Nope. But basically, we're just a little bit southeast of Lake Okeechobee, which we're coming into all of into those clouds up there. So fun. So like I said, this is our 2nd trip. Manager just called and sent through the information to the computer for me, so I get to print that out or take that information out, transpose that, go pick him up, and bing bang boom, bring him back down here. Yeah, a little bit of lightning up there. Yeah, baby. All right, so, but once we make our delivery, come on. Once we make our delivery of those second 3 tractors, so tractors 4, 5, and 6, once we make that delivery, we're heading down to Hialeah Park over near Miami. We got a small Case 122, I believe he said it was, 112 or 122 front end loader tractor, which we're going to take out to Louisiana. Super easy. One vehicle, one tractor, not that long, like 20 foot long, 8 foot tall, like 6 foot wide. So, super easy load. And that's like 60 miles away from my delivery of the John Deere tractors. So not too bad. Well, that's good, Rhonda. Got it. Good. Glad you were doing well. Twisted Big D, Mr. Trucker, how you doing, sir? I do appreciate you coming in, sir. I think you posted a video last night, or you did a live stream last night, or was that this morning? Within the past 24 hours. If you want to see more trucking, a different viewpoint on trucking, please go check Twisted Big D out. You know, like I said, you'll get a different point of view of trucking. He does a little bit different bit of trucking than I do, but the main thing is he comes at it from a different angle than I have. You know, different viewpoint, different, I won't say totally different attitude, but you know, just our life experience, you know, and our personality. So you can always check him out. Let's see who else we got here. New Horizons, how you doing, ma'am? I do appreciate that. Hey, Linda Barker. I'm sorry, I didn't see you there before. I knew somebody else came in. Always good to have you. All right, the wind's picking up. The wind is picking up. All right, there we go. Lightning, thunder, high winds, rain. All right. So in this particular area of Florida, you know, around Lake Okeechobee, it is a lot of sugar cane, which you see off on the left and the right, and a lot of sod farms. So that's the primary thing you have in this area. Sugar cane and sod farms. All right. Yeah, that looks real inviting up ahead, don't it? Oh man. All right, so we got about 67 miles back up to Fort Pierce. We're gonna stop at the Flying J up there for the night. I'm gonna give you a shower. Pardon me. And then we are going to, in the morning, we are heading back, another 260 miles roughly, 280 miles, something like that. Let's see what the old Ram McNally says. 286 miles from Fort Pierce, straight up I-95, past Daytona Beach, past, what was that, Jacksonville? Yeah, past Jacksonville. Right over the border, get off the road, and get into the port. And then we will be wind's blowing all around. Wind is blowing around. All right. So we are coming up on the town of, I believe it's Canal Point. Anytime I've come down here, I've gone through Canal Point. I never came up this road, but since they got a road shut down, you know, up here, I have to go 20 miles around in order to get back to where I needed, to where I want to be. So, you see the wind kicking up the dirt over here. not quite breezy right now. Okay, this is Bryant, which I've never come through, but whatever. Lightning, 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 lightning. Alright, so we have a game plan for the weekend. Outstanding. So we have 4 loads assigned to us. We're picking up 3 loads to our, back up to Brunswick and back down over to Hialeah, pick up one tractor with a front end loader, bucket, taking that out to Louisiana. Now, it should be a little bit easier getting a load out of Louisiana, or we have more options to go over to Texas, come back to Mississippi, or stay in Louisiana for our next load. It should be easier because getting out of Florida is not exactly easy at times. Okay, Pahokee, 4 miles that way. This is Canal Point. Normally when I go down to Belle Glade and I'm coming from I-95, I would turn where that white car just turned, this white SUV. But for some reason they got the road closed down there for repaving or work or whatnot. So I had to make a U-turn and come back out. Canal Point. Now, off to my right here, past the trees and the scrub and whatnot, over that hill there, that berm, is Lake Okeechobee on the other side. Of course, you can't see it because of that big, that 25-foot high berm. Now, as hey, Nathaniel Lee, how you doing? Always good to have you, sir. Always appreciated. Like I said, this is Lake Okeechobee off to our left. Now, it's nicer if you actually see it. But there you go, you just get all right. Oh, that so I know exactly when this it seems like no matter what you do, summer, then it's being humid today. Like I could not a good range. Day, yeah, it's just, I don't know how people deal with it. It is that signal. Just I don't do this off of my phone. To my use to communicate. It's about that. There's not much I can do. I don't have control of where the towers are or how the reception goes. So hopefully I don't lose the live stream, but we catch up. Alrighty, to 55 miles an hour, that'd be nice. So it is currently 3:43 p.m. We still got 60 miles back up to Fort Pierce. So we got just about an hour up there. But this is the back roads of Florida. Not that exciting to my eye, but I'm sure somebody likes it. Another sugarcane field off to and now another one off to the left. Pardon me. Oh, man. Oh. Just having a good old time. You know, I knew I was going to get a little bit of rain by the radar I saw earlier, but I didn't think we were going to get this kind of lightning and this kind of wind. Alrighty. So I did a little bit of a rant for, you know, earlier on the you know, recording it for a vlog, but you know, I had a little fun yelling at the camera today over stupid stuff. Typical truck driver. you know, to add that on top of my normally short fused pissy attitude, and it was quite fun. But I vented and I got it all out of my system, so the rest of the day, unless somebody does something stupid on the highway, we should be good to go. Alrighty. Nice W900 Kenworth there, going the other way. So we're going to get onto State Route 76 here in Florida. Here in about 2.5 miles, which is going to take us on over to I-95 on the east side, near the east coast of Florida. And as I said, we're going to take that north couple times previously. As a matter of fact, there is a Walmart, I don't know, about a mile and a half up the road, you know, east there in Fort Pierce from the or the Flying J stop. Flying J, I think it's a stop there, whatever. But that is the Walmart that I replaced my first GoPro with this particular GoPro. I ran in either Tennessee or Kentucky, trying to shoot video out the back while I'm unloading and driving, but the clamp I had did not hold. It fell off and ran it over with the truck. So that GoPro died. A couple weeks later, I came down here to Florida. I think I was going to Miami. In Miami with that load. I was still with Melton Truck Lines, and then I got down here to like I said, Fort Pierce. It was hot. I was doing a I had to wait for a crane in Miami, so I was early by about 3 days. So I stayed in Fort Pierce, did a reset, and on that reset I walked down to the Walmart and bought this particular GoPro. Now, but soon, I think within maybe within the next month, I'm thinking I might be getting a GoPro Hero 8, the latest model, which has some features that are going to be a lot better. And then this GoPro Hero 7 is going to be, I'm going to use this more as an outside camera, you know, without real sound. So get a few different angles that I usually never get. Now, when I came in, this was all sunny and nice, and the edge of the road wasn't flooded. You had visibility for miles and miles, but as it stands, this is what we got. So to I-95. Nifty and fantabulous. How you doing, Sister Lynn? God bless. Thanks for coming in. Thank you for, well, to everybody, thank you for taking the time to come and visit me while I ramble on about nothing. And just, yep, show you the sights of that we get to see here as a truck driver in various parts of the country. Port Mayaca, Florida. Palm trees, reeds, overgrown grasses, all kinds of other mixed in plants. Not a whole heck of a lot going on in this little spot in Florida here. But sometimes that's the best place to be, where nothing's happening. I particularly enjoy having nothing to do sometimes. Okay. Well, there's a couple of things, well, at least one thing. I replaced my microwave with a microwave convection oven air fryer unit. We're gonna so we don't have just the microwave, we have something a little bit more versatile. Hopefully it doesn't blow up like the Emeril Lagasse air fryer 360 that I had. You know, after 20 minutes it blew up, literally. I'm not just saying it just died. You know, actually billowing black smoke and pop in a flash of light. It blew up. Well, at least the circuit board blew up. So we're giving this Farberware unit, which I got off of Amazon. We're going to give this a try. Hopefully it allows me to do a few more things cooking wise that I was never able to do. You know, being able to bake something, be able to, you know, toast something. You know, when you have the ability, you know, it just comes off a little bit better. It adds to repertoire, as we like to say. So look for that in the upcoming food vlogs, the live stream on the weekends, which as soon as I can get into a grocery store, we will be able to do a little bit of shopping. We're going to be able to do some more cooking, because the past couple of weeks I have not been able to do the cooking I want or also need to do. So I've been eating out a lot and just feel miserable, feel poorer, that's for one. Not happy with the food, with the diet, whatnot. So upcoming weekend vlog, live streams with cooking. We're going to get back to that. We've been slacking a bit. So that's coming up soon. And that's another reason why the GoPro Hero 8 is going to be a good thing. Because the GoPro Hero 8 I can use as a secondary webcam, which is going to improve the video through the laptop you know, I have more options for that. So when I do the cooking live streams, you have a little bit better view of the food and the cooking technique. I also got a tripod, which I can mount the camera on. That's, you know, a full-size DSLR tripod. In. Here to last week, California. No. Working after I got van. Week, the rest half about 5 days without any air conditioning and without any electricity to be able to cook, which sucked. But we got the APU and the air conditioning and electrical system fixed on Monday. We got down here to Brunswick on Tuesday, loaded up, came south, delivered today. Heading back up, load tomorrow. Probably won't deliver until Friday morning. Friday morning, go to, or Friday afternoon, go pick up this tractor out of near Miami and head out to Louisiana. So we are good to go. Got good old-fashioned Florida. Now, fortunately for you, the camera is adding a bit of light so than what's I want delivery it might be possible after I pick up the load in Miami. We'll see which way is to go. All the way up. Keep that window clear. But we got about 17 miles here to I-95. Then we have about 30 miles after that up to Fort Pierce. I'm going to slow it down just a little bit. Because that rain's a little bit too heavy. I don't have the visibility I need or want. So we'll slow it down a little bit instead of staying at 55. All right, there's a little bit of lightness up there to the east, which unfortunately, well, the rain is moving southeast for the most part. So we're depending on how fast, you know, what, you know, the angle we have to it, might come out of it a little bit and then back into it. There's a little bit of clear sky up to the north. Not a lot, but a little bit. Mostly northeast. So, oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Mr. Brad Parks, how you doing? Oh, dang, hopefully you didn't have the kind of heat I had. I mean, that's the thing, you know. Here's the problem with my APU. My APU, they did a maintenance, you know, service maintenance on it. You know, filters, oil change, check the fuses, run through, make sure everything's working right. Well, there's a filter on the back side of it that's like a pre-charge filter. I think what the technician called it. That was never changed, and it was corroded and it was clogging up. The regular fuel filter was working just fine, but that pre-charge filter, that was gummed up. So that's what was causing me the problems. Plus, the technician also gave me some good information on how to, if I ever have an engine problem, an engine, you know, a warning code, how to, the best way to clear that code and reset it. So, kudos to the gentleman at Thermo King of North Georgia. Excellent job. I appreciate it. All right, we're clearing up here. Thank you. Truck could use a wash, but I would rather have it, you know, with actual soap, actual scrub brushes and stuff like that. So. Lord, man, I am ready for bed, Fred. It's 4 o'clock right now, Eastern. Still got about 45 minutes up to the stop. Given it's Florida, that's always hard times to parking it. Given also it's on I-95, a major corridor, I went and reserved a parking spot. So I'm not in a rush to get there, but I'm going to get there safe and sound. Just get there fast, you know, that never serves anybody to go as fast as possible. Hopefully we're rain. You see a little bit of lightning sky up here. Ah, well. Another day is completed. We were successful. No problems with our delivery. Safe and sound. Let's speed back up. Now the train is done. Any more hydroplaning? Ready. Too much interesting. Said besides the stuff I got from Amazon, I got some mounted flags. You know, with that spring load, they're spring loaded that I'm putting on the instead of having in hand the time. You know, got them spring loaded. Take off, easier to replace. So we're going to mount that to the truck and trailer when we can. We got, like I said, we got the new convection oven, air fryer. You know, got that. We got a few ingredients from the Japanese side of Atlanta. A tomato store called Tomato or Tomato, depending on how you're going to pronounce it in the American way or the Japanese way. But the real authentic Japanese, straight from Japan, imported. So I have, you know, some things that I like, which we're going to be cooking, which is going to be nice. I'm going to have some of the things that I want. But other than that, not too much else going on. Yes, I'm still behind on the vlogs. I'm still January for the vlog. It's just difficult. I might get one or two done, but everything else going on, it's just been a little bit tough. I'm endeavoring. But that's the way it is. Yeah. Now it's okay, Ashley Furniture. Reason to pack. I'm doing it where you riding butt like that. Alrighty. Nine miles to I-95. We are on State Route 76, eastbound in Florida. Southwest Canner Highway. Canner with a K, not a C. We are near Indiantown, Florida. Now we have a bit of construction up here, so we got to deal with that, but it shouldn't be too bad. It wasn't too bad when we came through, so. you see a little bit of blue sky up there. So it is clearing up a little bit. Rain has stopped for us at least a little while. Who knows if we get any more. And Mr. Ashley Furniture speeding when he doesn't need to. I guess he's more important. Way to go, Ashley Furniture. Way to not to be a professional. Tailgating, speeding, just so he can go a little bit faster. You better be rushing to the hospital there. Oh, whatever. No. Let him go have his fun. But this is the exciting part of trucking. Mind-numbing boredom. Driving on the roads of Florida. Well, I gotta make an amendment to that. Most all of Florida, like 95% of it, is mind-numbingly boring to me. I don't like driving in Florida. Mile after mile, the same damn thing. Now, Miami, on the other hand, is different. Not because of the landscape. Not because there's anything interesting to watch. It's the incredibly bad drivers in Miami. I never seen a group of more impatient people in my life than Miami. And I'm including Chicago. I'm including LA, Houston, Atlanta. You know, many other places. They don't hold a candle. I've never seen so blocking an intersection because they want to get through that light. First time I went there, I was dumbfounded. I was truly dumbfounded. How is it that every single, 12 and 13 people at every single light just have to get through that particular green, and you're willing to block traffic on the other road in order to do so? I don't get it, but no, I'm not from Miami and I don't ever want to be, so there you go. Mr. Ross, how you doing, sir? From the good old UK. Well, by the palm trees, Mr. Romes, you can see we are in Florida. To I-95. Then we're going to head north the night. Get up. We got 286 miles back up to Brunswick, Georgia. We get to load, and then we get to start heading back down to Belle Glade, Florida, right on the southeast shore of Lake Okeechobee. All right, coming up on our construction up here. You didn't need to do that. You really didn't. Wouldn't have cost you anything. Alrighty. Southwest 96th Street is the intersection we're at. And this Ashley guy had to pass me. And where did he get to? A stoplight to hit his brakes. Whereas I rode along at the speed limit, didn't have to at all. And this road project has been going on for months. And I'm not seeing a whole lot of progress. They put in a curb. They buried some pipe. But, you know, it's been several months since I was last here. I would have figured they'd be done by now, but I guess not. Alrighty. Right up here, less than a mile, I-95. And here we are passing Mr. I'm gonna speed because I have to get somewhere. This is not I-95 that we're passing over. The bridge up here is I-95. Alright, so we have 2 lanes making a left-hand turn. And because of the size of the truck and the way it turns, we're going to be in the outside lane. So we're going to be in the right-hand lane. So we have the better visibility, more room to maneuver, and we will get ourselves to the highway nice and easy. Miss Terry Mercer, how you doing? Welcome on in. Well, we'll give you a blow when we get back on the highway here. Yeah, we'll give you a little toot when we get on the highway. We're not blasting somebody's ears out. we are going to 9 miles back up to our stop for the night. Temperature is back up to 82 after the storm blew through. Let's see. Now, the air horns the company put on here are not particularly loud. I wish they were a little bit louder, but it is a company truck, not a private. I don't own the truck, so there's not a lot I can do to change that. So, whoop-de-doo. There we go. So, left-hand turn, we're in the right-hand lane. Take it as wide as we can. We're going to accelerate ourselves here. The highway speed limit is 70 miles an hour. We want to be at that speed by the time we're done with the ramp. And of course, the people in front of me don't want to do that. There you go, Miss Terry. Oh yeah, it's one of those things that gets in your blood and you know, becomes an addiction almost, a bad habit sometimes. We got a little bit of rain up here in front of us, so we are okay. Palm City. All right, 18th gear, 8 high, 1500 RPM, 70 miles an hour. We have done 446.2 miles. The truck has 250,257 miles on it. And right currently we're sitting at 6.1 miles per gallon. Yeah, we'll give you a second one there, Miss Terry. Usually I'm only blowing it in anger, as a warning, or for the little kids pumping their arms. And I'll be coming, well, coming through Alabama with low out to Louisiana, so I'll toot the horn as I drive by. That's Mr. Damn It to you. Hey, Salty Dog. How you doing, sir? All right, so Florida, here we are. 95 north, heading up here to Fort Pierce, off to our up ahead, we're going to pass Port St. Lucie. And then up to Fort Pierce. Like I said, we're going to stop for the night. Gives hopefully a decent shower. The last time I was here at this particular truck stop, the shower was pretty good, but it did the trick, so hopefully we can you know, have a decent shower, get nice and clean, not stink as much as we do. always good. So that's why I have a pasta maker on the truck. I make fresh pasta. Nothing, I'm not gonna be doing it out of a box anymore. Now I have some dry pasta, like emergencies, but I have fresh pasta, egg, water, make the linguine, make lasagna noodle, make ravioli. Well, if you watch any of the regular numbered vlogs, you know my mom handed me his which is for the most part I do. It's still, you know, it's still a learning curve. I'm so used to doing it by hand. That's the way I learned from an old Sicilian mother who was an immigrant to the United States. And, you know, so I learned how to do it the real Italian way. Or at least the half Sicilian way. Because Sicilians and mainland Italians consider themselves differently. But I learned how to make pasta by hand. You know, no machine, no mixer, no rolling it out with a, you know, with a little hand crank. A rolling pin, learn how to do the shapes, learn, you know, being taught what type of sauce goes with what type of pasta shape. You know, I got really fortunate learning that. But I'm fortunate that I could have a machine small enough that I could have on the truck. So when I want fresh pasta, it's not hard. Flour, an egg, a bit of water, mix it up, knead it, extrude it out in the shape I want. If I want ravioli, pull out 2 sheets of lasagna, put the filling in, put the layer on top, use the little pasta cutters I got, throw them in a pot of hot water, good to go. Georgia Gale, how you doing, ma'am? Thank you for coming in, appreciate it. I don't remember seeing you. Well, if you go back onto the channel, under videos, you'll go back to see some of the live streams for cooking. You'll see me using the pasta maker for the first time in the truck. You'll see me making spaghetti, you'll see me making ravioli. So, you know, it's not a normal thing to have a pasta maker. But I love cooking, you know. I love to cook. I love to eat even more. And a lot of my friends have said, well, why don't you become a chef? Well, because I hate people. That's why I don't become a chef. Trucker Z, ¿cómo está, mi amigo? How are you doing, sir? White Lines, how you doing? Ain't seen you here in a long time. Welcome back in, gentlemen. Appreciate it. So, I-95, mile marker 110, Palm City, Florida. Heading north up to Fort Pierce, where we're going to park for the night. Yep. Well, let me qualify that. When you are dealing with somebody's food or with somebody's personal property, like their house, they can get really belligerent. They can get really arrogant and snotty. I know I'm picky with my food, but I try not to, lash out at people. But having worked in restaurants, having dealt with that, I would love to go to culinary school for the simple fact of learning how to cook. I do not want to do that as a job. It's too demanding. It's too aggravating. I just want to know the techniques and the skills to properly cook. That's all I need. Full-time nomad, huh? You got that wanderlust going on? You gotta do the old RV? You got Class A travel trailer? What are you gonna do? Well, Trucker Z, that's the kind of the point that I'm trying to make. I've seen too many things in kitchens that, I don't want to be in that environment anymore. I don't want to do it for a job. I don't want to do it for, for a career. I don't want to do it just because I've seen, the way that people are, the customers primarily, and some of the people. Like I said, I never wanted to do it as a job. That was never a dream of mine. That was never a desired career path. Like I say, probably the only thing I ever really wanted to do, or at least I thought I wanted to do when I was a kid, was fly helicopters. Oh, White Lines, okay. This past weekend, I was in Emerson, Georgia, doing a 34, waiting for a DOT physical, which I got done on Monday. So I was up there. After I got the physical done, got that cleared up, got the APU fixed, I came down to Brunswick, Georgia, to the port. At the port here in Brunswick, Georgia, which is mainly automobiles and wheeled vehicles. There's a little bit of equipment that comes through there, but lots of BMW comes at work. But I picked up 3 John Deere 6155M tractors. I got those on a 48-foot step deck and took those down from Brunswick, Georgia, Belle Glade, Florida, south side of Lake. I am back to more of exact models, and I'm down, then from over towards high. We're grabbing a case, I think it's 122, either a 112 or a 122 front end loader. And that from Hialeah Park, we're taking that out to Louisiana. So Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. You know, I-10, I believe. I believe we're going to be on I-10 all the way in Louisiana. I don't know exactly where in Louisiana we're going, but we will do what we can. So like I said, the trip out to Louisiana is real easy. One piece, 4 chains and binders, 1 strap for the, 1 strap for the bucket, and we're off. Put a cab tarp over the roof, put an exhaust boot on the stack, and we're good to go. Just basically, it's a quick run out to Louisiana, a 2-day trip. Well, 2-day trip plus deliver on Monday, because we're not going to be delivering on Sunday. So deliver on Monday, and hopefully that'll be a better, a good load out of somewhere in the Louisiana, Texas, Mississippi area. Could go to the port, Gulfport, Mississippi. We could pick up something there, maybe. Cruise World Network. Thanks for coming in, I appreciate it. But like I said, we're just moseying on here, so about 10 miles up to our stop. But fortunate for me, the rain started after I got completely unloaded. So a little bit of sprinkles while I'm putting some gear away. So, not a big deal. But it was still too dang hot. But taking chains off is a lot easier than putting chains on. Because when you're putting a chain on, you have to get up there and fiddle with the hook and put it in the right place. Take it off, you throw a little loop into the chain, and it pops right out, and you can just pull it off. Yeah. Without really having to climb up in there. In between tires and tractors and whatnot. So. But our day is pretty much done. We're gonna get our shower bag together, clean clothes. I bought 2 new shower brushes, because the one I had originally, finally wore out and broke. After about a good year. Then I got a one from Walmart, which was a big piece of garbage. So I ordered a couple more, 2 more from Amazon. So one that's good, the other one is just spare. We'll just leave it off to the side, don't have to worry about it. But that way, at the end of the day, all filthy dirty, I give myself a good scrubbing, scrub my back, and all the other unmentionable parts. The ones I'm talking about. But get a good clean feeling when you get your shower. Not that you just got the dirt off, but like you actually got all the dirt off. You know, especially on your back where you just can't reach. You know, washcloth with some soap on it is okay, but I like, you know, get a good deep scrubbing. That's always good. That just invigorates the skin. All right, so like I said, we got ourselves a spot reserved here at the truck stop because it's 4:45 right now. It's Florida. It's on I-95. It's easier to me to spend the $16, reserve the spot, guarantee it, that way I don't have to worry or think about it. Where am I going to park? Where am I going to park? Is there a park spot available? Oh my God, there's no parking here. Oh, I got to go up the road another 20 minutes. Oh, I hope there's parking there. You know, I just don't like playing that game. If I know I'm going to be in after 4 o'clock anywhere, well, except a few places. A few places I know what the timing is like. But, you know, Florida, you love Florida, Mr. Gleason News. Well, you can have my share of it. I am not enamored with Florida at all. You know? Well, let me I gotta qualify that. At the marina, on a sailboat, I can do Florida at those times. If I'm on a sailboat at a marina or off the coast sailing, Florida's great. But as a truck driver, driving in Florida, not on my top 10 list. I know people in Florida. I've been to Florida many, many times. Just not my cup of tea personally, but yeah, that's one of the downsides, Salty Dog, not being able to shower every single day. You know, when I am in an area where, you know, I can stop at a flying fill it down, get free shower, you know, whenever I'm on a flying day, I shower every day. But when I'm not able to stop at a pile of, it's baby wipes or well, see, there are times I take a shower in the morning because I do need that wake up. You know, it's like I didn't sleep that good, or, you know, I'm not feeling great, so let me go do a shower, you know, in the middle of the day. I'll do my 30-minute break, get a shower, you know, just to perk me up a little bit, you know. So I do know that I have that feeling, you know, at times. Well, Trucker Z, the sun is a beautiful thing, but when it's beating down on you with a pitchfork and stabbing you in the butt, you know, you're burning up. And it's just not for me. I'm too much of a northerner, too much of a Yankee. I got too much German and English blood in me. I can tolerate it, I can work in it, I can deal with it, but I just don't like that much. I want the sunshine, but you know, sunshine at like 80 degrees max, 85 max. Beyond that, I don't want any more. Diana SF Ing, how you doing? Yeah, sorry about that. The buffering, you know, I can't control it. I'm showing 4 bars here for the connection, but we got storms in the area. I'm driving down the highway doing this, so you never know what you're gonna get. Well, that's the thing, you know, I fill 1,000 gallons of fuel. Every 50 gallons I fill, or every time I fill at least 50 gallons, I get a shower credit. And then once I hit 1,000 gallons filled in, next month gives me a free shower every single day that month. So up to 31 free showers plus the shower credit. So, you know, if I'm doing a layover, you know, a 34-hour reset at a truck stop, you know, if one day I wanted to take 3 or 4 showers, I had 3 or 4 free showers. You know, it's nice. You know, it really, you know, like I said, there's 2 things that I always look for. The end of a day, getting a nice shower, getting clean, getting into a bed with clean sheets. That's 1. 2, getting my laundry done at the end of the week. Oh, Ben & Jerry fix. I know that all too well. I get my Ben & Jerry fix as well. One of them guilty pleasures. Get a pint of Ben & Jerry's double chocolate brownie fudge, whatever they want to call it. And then just kind of abuse myself. Get a little bit of, get some chopped nuts. Get some banana. Get a little bit of hot fudge. Warm that up in the microwave. Get a nice firm brownie. Put all that on a plate, in a bowl together, and there you go. Well, like you said, Trucker Z, as long as you filled 1,000 gallons every month, you get the free shower. Plus, every time you fill 50 gallons, you get a shower credit, which lasts for 10 days. Like I said, there's some days on a weekend or when it's really hot out, I'll do 2 or 3 showers. They're free, so why not? You know? And, you know, if I don't have to pay for it, why not? You know, use it, you know? Oh yeah, I mean, you know, especially like when you're there in Arizona, New Mexico, Southern California, when it's 100, like in this past Monday, or past weekend, not this last weekend, the past weekend. You know, it was 111 degrees in Ehrenberg, Arizona. And, even with the AC in the truck, it still is hotter than all get out. You get out of the truck, you walk the 300, 400 feet up to the store. And, and by the time you get there, you've sweated to death.